two hard-hitting blue-collar franchises, one of the better rivalries going. The Ravens and Steelers are underway.
Velus Jones now from his end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
A handoff to Harris to begin the drive. And an early how do you do right there as they're going to bury him in the backfield. It'll go as a loss of 3 right away, and it's second down.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Now Jones. And he goes down. It's a sack. They get him back at his own 3-yard line. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He gets this to Devontae Adams. And he is out of bounds right around the 34. A real letdown defensively. That was 3rd and a bundle, but they allow the conversion. Much more room to operate under after the big play. Here's 1st and 10. He'll let it fly for Austin. And got his man complete. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. And sometimes you just got to marvel at how these guys can throw the football. He gave that everything he had, and it was right on the money.
And we knew that this offense was going to try and put pressure on the secondary. That was something they talked about with us. They knew that they had an advantage. Pressed it, and there you go. Big play for a touchdown on their very first possession.
And that one, and even 60 yards in the air. Wow. This will come out to the 25 as Lewis going to opt to not return it.
And he is going to lose yardage here. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
This defense for the Steelers, they played extremely well last week in the win over Atlanta.
And that's not the half of it. They forced 7 turnovers in that game, and I know we always talk about turnovers coming in bunches once you force the first one. But 7? That seems almost impossible, but we watched it happen.
Prescott off play action. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Man coverage is certainly a staple of their defense, and it's built for plays like that, forcing that incompletion.
On 3rd down, it's Prescott. And he fires one that's intercepted.
Picked up by Caden Stearns.
And I think this is a situation where quarterback coach in the sideline is going to talk to a signal caller and say, listen, it's 3rd and long and it's still early in the game. Let's not force things here. If we don't feel good about it, let's just check something down and punt the football.
Throwing Jones. Open man is Ross, complete. And in for the Steelers, touchdown.
Justin Ross with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Steelers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that'll make the score 14-0. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
Well, Charles, it's kind of gut check time. Look, I know it's early, first quarter, just their second drive of the game, but they've already thrown the interception, given up the score. You're down double digits. They got to figure out something, and pretty quickly here.
No doubt about it. And when we look at that sideline, I'm sure you're observing the same thing I am. I don't like the body language at all. They look like they're in a state of stunned disbelief. So to me, we always talk about someone stepping up and making a big play. I think it would behoove them if multiple guys step up and make big plays right now. They need something positive to happen, and they need for it to happen now.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Play action now, Prescott. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going down. Kyler Fackrell, the outside linebacker, coming up to drop him for a loss of a full 10 yards. 3rd and long for Prescott. He's going to let this one go deep. And unable to connect, incomplete. I'll give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
On 4th down, here's Presley Harvin on to punt.
He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. Rodgers to return it. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. It's a nifty return of 29 yards. And this offense will take over right at the midfield stripe with a 1st and 10. Now a 1st down carry for Harris. Oh, he's got a little daylight. Past the 20. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Sanders now to add the extra point. It's good, and before you know it, it's 21-0.
So how about this for a start? 21-0 here in the first as they kick this one away. And a short kick taken at about the 16.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Not only are they in search of their first score, they're in search of their first down in this ball game as they come up 1st and 10. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
I have to admit, I'm excited by that play call and the end result, because this is a team that's down big early in the first quarter, and a lot of teams will just panic, abandon the playbook, and just start firing the ball all over the place. It's way too early for that. Stick to what works for you.
Down double digits, and we talked about their game plan being both running and passing there. You're right. They're sticking to the game plan, getting the ground game going.
A lot of football left to be played.
And they're going to get him. He's taken down for a sack back at the 47-yard line. It looks like a loss of right around 11 there on 1st down to set him back on 2nd. Throwing on 2nd and long. Prescott, throw right side, complete to Carter.
And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line.
That's a good bounce-back play right there after taking a sack on 1st down. Didn't quite get it to the marker, but now they're in a much better spot for a 3rd and short yardage call. Through the offensive coordinator, you like looking at that section a heck of a lot better than trying to figure out 3rd and long.
He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. 21-0 our score after 1. Facing this big first-half deficit, they keep the field goal unit on the sideline. They're going for it. Now, meanwhile, they go for it on 4th down, and my goodness, incomplete. The Ravens go for it, but come up empty. And this Steeler defense able to come up with a stop. So the defense has to stay out and get one more stop. They were able to do it, forcing the incompletion.
So on their record, that goes down as a successful play. Doesn't matter how they got there, how it happened. They got it done. They're the ones that are jubilant.
He's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Off the play fake, Jones.
A quick throw there, going to be batted away and incomplete.
Anytime a ball's thrown in the middle of the field that's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch. Doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense, because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
Throw left side, going to be taken in by Harris.
And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. He finds Austin complete.
And he will have a Steelers first down, I do believe. Yes, he's got it by about a yard there on 3rd and 3.
They'll look to throw again.
And this is incomplete. Oh, he had 6 points right in his hands, but could not hang on.
So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. Again, he'll drop to throw. He gets it complete to Harris. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8.
This offense continues to be a hot knife through butter. 3 drives, 3 scores, and knocking on the door again on drive number 4.
And caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers.
Donald Parham
from 8 yards out.
And the Steelers continue to pull away here in this first half.
Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that makes the score 28-0. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And last time they were stopped on 4th down, had a drive stalled out. We'll see how they respond this go-around.
I'm eager to see what their mindset is, because moving the ball, feeling good, and then that abrupt stop on 4th down, do they go back to the bench and go, oh, boy, they've got something for us? Or do they go to the bench and say, we blew it ourselves, let's get back out there and move the ball again?
And is it different when you get stopped on 4th versus punt? Is that more motivation for the defense, a little more confidence?
I think as a defense, you're so excited with a 4th down stop. Making them punt, that's your goal anyway. But a 4th down stop, that's almost a sign of disrespect that they went for it in the first place. And when you get that, you feel great about yourselves.
This offense so far on 3rd down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 8. And they'll send the slot in motion left. From the shotgun, it's Prescott.
This one completes Alec Pierce. And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. On 1st and 10, it's Robinson.
And he's got room. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done.
62 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now Prescott. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
So it looks like they still have some fight in them on this series, because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But this defense gets 2 more stops. They can keep them out of that area.
This is caught. Touchdown. Travis Kelce, 25 yards for the touchdown.
And the Ravens are able to cut into that deficit.
Gold with the extra point, and it's now a 28-7 ball game. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away.
Oh, the return is Jones from the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
Well, everything right now that they touch on this side of the football, it seems to turn to gold. They've scored on 3 straight possessions. That lead continues to grow. And
that's caught inside the 35.
And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line.
So the field flips here as they'll go to work at the 20 now on 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And a big loss here as he's taken down.
Malik Harrison.
That is now 2 sacks for him here in this first half. On 2nd and a long way to go. Jones, and this is incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Going deep downfield for Ross. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
Good defensive call right there because they had someone shadowing him along his entire route. And he was right there ready to provide a hit that prevents him from adding another catch to his big start.
Now Jones throwing on 4th down. Looking deep for Adams. And this one is incomplete. The Steelers try it, but they come up empty on 4th down. And the Ravens are going to get the football back. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
Right now, Charles, it just feels like they're trying to keep pace. They did score the touchdown last time out, but they still trail by double digits here. We'll see if this offense is once again up to the task.
Yeah, and I think that after the last drive, they've gotten pretty revved up, don't you think? Everything they were doing was working pretty well. They go back out there with the same mindset, play at the same tempo and the same pace. Still a lot of time left to make something happen in this one.
Throwing again. Prescott on 2nd and 10. Pressure comes, and the Steelers take him down. They'll wind up losing 10 on the sack, and it'll lead to a 3rd and long. And the slot man goes in motion left. Prescott from the gun on 3rd. He rifles one that's intercepted.
Picked up by Caden Stearns. And the Steelers are going to take possession of the football. An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it, and that's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense now to keep them from scoring before the half ends.
And he's going to be stacked up right at the line of scrimmage. Nothing there for him. 2nd down. Throwing on 2nd down. Jones. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete. They had the incomplete pass on 2nd down. Now they need a big play here. 3rd and 10. Operating from the gun. Jones. Looking deep for Adams. Got his man. It's caught for a Steelers touchdown. Devontae Adams, 39 yards.
And the Steelers will extend their lead in the final minute of the half.
Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the route is on here in this first half. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. Not wanting to risk anything here late in the half. He'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Meanwhile, Dak's throw caught by Pierce. Finding room at midfield. Loose inside the 30. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10. So we reach halftime here in the Steel City with the Steelers on top. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. The Ravens set to receive the football, trailing here as we resume action in the third quarter. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history. That's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
And partner, you know, as that team gathers, they're saying to each other, you never say never, right? Because if you're on an NFL roster, that's how you have to think. You can always come back and win a ball game. And let's face it, we saw a certain Super Bowl, a 25-point lead late, that wasn't enough to put someone away. But that being said, this task is near impossible. Let's face it. And bottom line.
And now off to the races down the right side. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Alec Pierce, 75 yards. And the Ravens come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the third quarter. Gold able to tack on the extra point, and that'll cut the lead back down to 21. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. Here's Jones to bring it out of the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And they were terrific in the first half, built up a sizable lead, and it's just been cut into a bit following the opening drive score on the other side. He's got a man complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Now a play fake here on first down. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the third quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly at the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. Meanwhile, Jones' throw brought in by Austin. And he'll get 7 yards from the 17 to the 10 before he's taken down. Throwing again on second down. Jones. A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Back to throw again. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
On 4th down, Jones. And caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. Justin Ross. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Steelers' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points.
Sanders on for the extra point. And that'll increase their lead to 28. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
The football changing hands here as this offense takes the field. Charles, they'd be fine with more of the same on this upcoming drive. Last time out, they found the end zone for 6.
And they're certainly hoping for more of the same, but the game plan, I doubt it'll just be a carbon copy of the last drive, because I think this offense is ready to break out some new wrinkles and try some new things that might be hidden in their playbook. They want to use that confidence to its advantage while also keeping the defense from anticipating what's up next.
To throw again on second down. Prescott.
And this will be well too low for him to bring in. It's incomplete.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after their last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on third down to get their momentum going again.
Here's Prescott.
He finds Pierce. It's complete.
And now the rookie's free. And in for the Ravens touchdown.
Alec Pierce
with his second touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year.
And the Ravens are able to make some inroads here to that deficit.
Gold with the extra point, and that'll cut the lead back down to 21. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away.
Oh, the return is Jones from the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net. 4 yards.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
Still operating with a comfortable lead despite the score a moment ago as they begin 1st and 10. A quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
And that's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties, and he's able to knock that one away.
A 2nd and 10 forthcoming here. 3rd quarter action in the Steel City of Pittsburgh, PA.
Harris running straight ahead. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. From the 32 now. Here's 1st and 10. Off play action. Jones. He'll let it fly for Austin. This is caught inside the 15. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Calvin Austin. Touchdown number 22 on the season, as his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead. Extra point up and good by Sanders, and that'll increase their lead to 28. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick.
This will come out to the 25 as Lewis going to opt to not return it.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
The offense coming back out here. Plenty of energy, ready to roll, looking to just add to what they have been doing after scoring a touchdown, Charles, their last time out.
And that's a great feeling to have on the sideline, partner, knowing you just won the battle against the opposing defense. And since they came off the field, I'll guarantee you all they want to do is get back out there because they know they have the upper hand on that defense right now.
First down, Prescott. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
Have to give some credit to the defender on that when he read all of his keys perfectly and got a great break on the ball and able to force that incompletion.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Looking to throw. Prescott. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. Boy, the numbers throwing the football just not trending in the right direction. Last week he was under 50%. He's under 50% again here.
And we haven't gotten an announcement, but it appears to me that he might be a little dinged up, and it's just trying to play through. You know, he's one of those tough guys that wants to answer the bell each and every play for his team. That might be throwing off his accuracy. Looked like they had an opportunity for a big play across the middle, but he didn't have the concentration or the focus necessary and dropped it before he could haul it in.
And he'll get this away into the icy winter air.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Robinson up the middle.
And power running here down to the 6-yard line. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3.
2nd down and a run by Robinson.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown.
Brian Robinson Jr. hitting double digits with his 10th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Ravens get a bit closer.
Gold able to tack on the extra point, and that'll cut the lead back down to 21. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away.
Austin elects to bring this out of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive.
Well, this offense, this team, they are rolling right now, Charles. They've scored on 3 straight possessions. You look at the scoreboard, and they pretty much right now got this thing on cruise control.
Yeah, and this is that time of game where you and I have to be prepared, right? Isn't this kind of like that empty the bucket time where you have to go into your blowout material and make sure we have some different things? That's what we're staring at right now, the way this one is going.
One play has him to the 37 here for 1st and 10. Now Jones. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, after watching him ring the bell that many times and put the ball in the end zone, throwing it, you had to figure they had to bring some type of pressure. They had to change things up on defense.
And able to get to him, put him on the ground, so maybe just something to throw him off a little bit.
Yeah, that had to feel a lot better for the defensive guys. They've been getting carved up in this one. To finally knock him on the ground and force an incompletion, that's got to be a sigh of relief.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Jones. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material.
He'll let it fly for Austin. And this is going to be intercepted.
Picked up by Andre Sisco.
And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
And the Ravens are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Play fake. Here's Prescott. He's going to let it go again. And Prescott, his 3rd interception. Picked off by Nasir Adderley. Wow, between last week and this week, that's now 8 interceptions. 5 a week ago, now 3 here.
Well, he is so lucky that one of the defense coordinators I played for, a man named Ken Donahue, is not there right now. Because he saw that happen during his coaching career, and he grabbed the quarterback in the midst of a streak like this and said, tell you what, son, why don't you throw it to the defensive guys, and let's see if our receivers can intercept it.
Well, he's got to figure something out because the current formula is not working. Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
After what they faced during this game where they've given up a ton of yards downfield, there has to be a measure of revenge right there for the secondary. They've been shredded throughout the game and finally forced an incompletion.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Jones on the out route. This is Adams with a catch. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. Throwing Jones.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by Jamal Adams. And the Ravens are going to have the football here at their own 18-yard line.
So rare to see any quarterback toss back-to-back interceptions in the NFL, regardless of status or experience. Whether it's him personally or just the offensive game plan, I think this defense is reading something out there, and they're holding the upper hand.
He's going to take another shot here. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Out of the gun. Here's Prescott. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
An attempt at a deep ball there. They didn't get it. But, boy, they're going to need a few of those to actually hit in order to get back into this game.
Good thing they do have a little bit of time here still left in the contest. Decent-sized deficit, but not one that they can't manage. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
Picked off by Isaiah Rodgers. And the Steelers are going to get the football back as time will run out in this 3rd quarter of play.
So it'll be a change of possession on the turnover when we get back. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable 4th quarter lead. Now here's a pass on 1st down that's knocked away and incomplete.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
On 2nd and 10, Jones completes it to Austin. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. And this offense on 3rd down today, they've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. Jones in trouble here, and down he goes.
An 8-yard loss brings up 4th down.
Jones now throwing on 4th down. He'll let it fly for Austin. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers.
Calvin Austin,
64 yards.
And the Steelers are closing in on a 3rd straight win as they widen the gap further here in the 4th quarter.
Extra point up and good by Sanders, and that'll increase their lead to 28. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick.
This will come out to the 25 as Lewis going to opt to not return it.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
Their mini two-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat.
And now here is another interception.
Picked up by Caden Stearns. And the Steelers are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 on their side of midfield at the 47.
Jones throw taken in by Adams. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48.
From just shy of midfield, Jones. He'll let it fly for Austin. Got his man. It's caught for a Steelers touchdown.
Calvin Austin, 48 yards. And the Steelers start to open this lead even wider here in the 4th.
Extra point up and good by Sanders. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick.
This will come out to the 25 as Lewis going to opt to not return it.